My name is Annette. I was stressed at Protea by Marriott Campus Skies, which is under Simba Group of Companies. My journey began when I was done with my Form 6. That was in 2018, and I decided to pursue a bachelor's degree in tourism and hotel management because I had passion in serving people. It sounds so funny because when I was in my Form 5, my path was being a human resource manager. But when I went to Kampala University, I was guided and I got passion because according to the lecturer I found there and the career guidance he gave me, he tried to anticipate that I'm a good server and I really love service according to my certificates that I had presented to him. So when he guided me through that, I really saw it like, yes, it will work out for me because I really had passion in serving people. When I entered my year 2, semester 2, so I had to come for my internship. But there were very many hotels around, but my lecturer guided me was like, when you're going to do internship, it's better you look for a hotel at least that is worth it and then bigger according to the passion that you have. So I had to go through the internet so that I can get nice hotels to train in. And here I came across Protea Hotel by Marriott Campus Skies. So I had to start my internship, and that was in May. So when I finished my internship in August, I remember my last week, I was in the VIP room and I was doing some napkin folds. By that time there was a GM. She's called Madam Florence. She was like, "Wow, I really love your work. You're doing everything with passion." And I was like, "Yes, because this is the way I chose it, and I really love serving." She smiled. And then on top of that, and also my supervisors were so encouraging, my managers. So they really made me feel and then get the love in what I was doing. So when I was done with my internship, Manager Mond called me and was like, "Annette, GM told me she saw like you're really passionate in what you're doing and your supervisors are really like you are a hardworking girl. How do you see if we retain you?" I was like, I'm still in school. I still have 1 semester to go. And he was like, "No, don't mind about that. You can get us our timetable and then we shall see how you can balance school and work." So when the semester resumed, I had to go to school. I got my timetable for my lectures. I presented it to my supervisors, and that was Sharifa, Andrew, Elizabeth, and then I also took another copy to Manager Monty David, and they had to draw me a schedule. They gave me a shift that was favoring me and how I managed to really manage school and work. Yeah, my first day step into this hotel, I remember I reached at the reception and I met Hajra. She really welcomed me and I really loved her accent. So funny, I really loved her accent. She kept on like directing me to the HR's office, and really instead of getting the directions, I was just looking at her face, the way she was mentioning the words. I was so passionate. I was like, wow, this is the industry I'm also going to join. And that also encouraged me. I felt excited. So I went to HR's office and she gave me also the timetable that I had to follow. I began with housekeeping. In housekeeping, I met Madame Anne, and she was like, "Wow, namesake." She had to tell me the meaning of our names. I didn't know it. I didn't know the meaning of Annette, but I got to know it on that day when I started my training in housekeeping. It hit me. That was, I really even remember that. I was in the changing room, like we were putting on full black before they hadn't even told me that I'm employed. Remember, it was Elizabeth, my supervisor, was like, "Annette, congratulations." I was like, "Congratulations on what?" I was like, "Oh, you are now part of us." I felt so excited. I was like, "Really?" She was like, "Yes, but don't tell anyone about it. They will brief you about it tomorrow." And I went back home, and I remember I signed my contract. It was on 23rd, and that was August 2022. And I felt so excited because it was really my dream, working in such a big hotel, not even just being big, but really giving room for me to learn more even that I really didn't know. Really loving and then interesting, meeting different people, it's really interesting chatting with different people. Like someone brings out the language like you really don't know, but ends up again explaining to you. So each day that goes on, you go out, like move out when you learn something in another language, and it was so exciting. Actually, it's not only one lesson. I've learned multiple lessons, because here at Protea Hotel Bamarot Campus, guys, we always carry out different trainings. So I came having theory in my head. I didn't know, like I didn't have any practical on me. As you always know, universities, we always deal in theories more. Like we normally deal less in practicals. But I joined, and I remember Elizabeth was like, Annette, I'm seeing you're so good. How would you see if you go train at a coffee shop? I was like, coffee shop? Then for me, I went, in my head, I thought like I'm just going to be training, serving tea, doing what. She was like, no, you have to learn those things. Because a guest may send you, like, you go get me cappuccino, and you really don't know how a cappuccino looks like. So I really, now the lessons I've gotten, I can do all the baristering things. I can do cappuccino, I can do lattes, I can do milkshakes, I can make juices. I've really learned a lot. And on top of that, I remember there was a time when they introduced career guidance, and I told my two HRs, that is Manager Hussein and then HR Madam Anne, and I was like, but ma'am, I really want to really add on my career. Then what am I supposed to do? Madam HR was like, okay, we shall see about that. Then maybe she wanted to try to really, if I have the passion. I really kept on insisting, and I really, I had to go to Manager Hussein and then reminded him about it. So they had to join me on the Marriott standard training. So I also have a e-learning training that is online that I'm always doing. So on top of that, also GM gave me a chance of training at guest duration. So Esther, she's always training me, and then I've really learned a lot. When my supervisor told me, and like Annette, now you're no longer just a trainee, but now you're part of us, I also felt excited because I was now going to start earning a salary, So I felt excited. I felt so happy because by that time I even never had an ATM. So when HR was like, Annette, you have to come tomorrow. I have to give you a letter. You have to go to KCB so that you can get a card. I was like, it was so exciting. Like I'm moving with an ATM in my wallet. It was so exciting. So I felt so happy because that was my dream, working in a big hotel, serving big people, interacting with different people, and then in an environment that is so loving, in an environment that's so guiding. So that I really felt so happy, felt so happy. Like when Elizabeth mentioned that I'm being retained and I'm going to be part of Skies. I really experienced a lot, and it has really made me add on my service to my guests, because right now this e-learning has really encouraged me to learn on how, because in service we have the learn mode whereby you have to know when a guest makes a complaint, how are you supposed to deal with it, how are you supposed to solve it before reaching to a manager. So now where I have reached, I can solve a problem by my own and not running to the manager, unless the problem, if the guest really insists that call me the manager. But if he doesn't insist that call me the manager, I can really handle the problem by myself. So it's really exciting, because really some guests will be like, you're so young, but I can't believe that you've solved my problem, really. And they'll be like, when did you join this hotel? And I always tell them wow, this is so good, it's so interesting, keep it up. And the guests themselves keep on encouraging me, they keep on praising me, and that always keeps me motivated and always carrying on. I remember that time when I was still by the poolside, there was one guest. That guest used to come every morning at around 10 for breakfast, and then he also comes at around 2 for lunch. That guest always loved the lasagna, and whenever I would come, he would always find me. I used to serve that guest always, and he'd be like, Annette, thank you so much. I love your service. Keep it up. God bless you. I was like, okay, sir. So that guest spent like a week, always like staying around. Then on the last day when he was checking out, he came out like, Annette, so sorry, I'm going to miss you, but this is my last day here, but I'll come back just because of you. I'll come back. I was like, it's okay, sir. Like, wow, this is so loving. That really energized me. Then on top of that, there was one guest who went and then wrote a review, and it was so nice. It was a so nice review praising me. I was like, oh, Annette, whenever I would be trouble, like I have had a bad day, maybe at work, maybe I had a bad day, like any bad day thing, and then I would go walk into the restaurant. The only smile she would give me, it would bring me back to joy. I was like, wow, so I can also make someone smile, and then that someone is better. That really motivated me, and that really made me love my job more and more and more. Actually, not only before I got the Employee of the Month, I first got the Employee of the Week, and I was given a band voucher. And management was like, Annette, I'm the one going to serve you because you really deserve it. So what really made me be organized among the many, I think it was hard work, loving my job, knowing what to do, and always being a good team leader, timekeeping, and always ready to learn. Actually, 2024 was my year, because it was really my year, because one person, Employee of the Week, Employee of the Month, and then Employee of the Year, that was really a big milestone. So I really felt so good. I remember on that day, and it was at around 2 when I just cooked on my shift. I checked my phone, and HR was asking for my pic. I was like, okay, ma'am, let me send it to you. Then I remember I told Florence, you know what HR is asking? She's asking for my picture, but I don't have any pictures in my phone. When I'm in uniform, she will be wanting that in the uniform. So I told Florence to take in one pic. I sent it to her. She was like, okay, Annette, thanks. I've received the pic. So by that time, I didn't know that I was the Employee of the Year. So 2 days passed, and people were coming, Annette, comes. Annette comes. Comes upon what? I really don't know. So I was like, people were like, stop pretending. We know you know. I was like, I don't know. I know nothing. They were like, you go check on the next one. Reaching there, I found when my pic is there, Tiberindwa, Annette, the Employee of the Year. I felt so happy. The first person I called was my dad. I was like, Dad, I've again made it. I'm the Employee of the Year. Madam Ko was also happy upon me receiving it. She was like, Annette, really deserve it. That really encouraged me. That really made me feel like, yes, I really deserve it. And I was given a certificate. Given a certificate when Mr. Bitatule's signature is on, and then the Simba Group of Companies logo is on. It's not easy, because that is another way of upgrading my CV. You get so when I'm to write a CV right now, my CV is so heavy. I was given a smart TV, so these days I'm no longer on analog. I be on my phone. I just connect my TV direct. So it's so exciting. And it was really a great experience. It was really a great milestone, because my family was happy for me, my friends were happy for me, so I really felt so happy, and then felt so blessed, because among the people they read, I saw was the only Katani one. The only Katani was like, wow. Even Madam was happy. Madam Natalie was like, Annette, you really she was doing this tapping, oh my God, you really made it. So it was such an exciting day. It was really such an exciting day. That night I didn't even sleep. So I had dream. By then I had a DL TV, so I had to remove it. I gave it out to my mom, and I stayed with a smart one. So it was really a great improvement, not only adding on my CV, but also adding on my assets. So it was really exciting. it really means a lot, like being chosen among the many. And then also, because right now, it really made me even dream bigger than I was dreaming. Because basing on that recognition, and then basing on my CV growth, I really was like, I'm really growing, because I'm not going to remain young. I was like, I sat down and I was like, time is going to reach when I'm no longer in need of being a waitress. And then I went and I approached GM. I was like, GM, do you know what? I feel like I want to upgrade. Like, time is going to reach. I'm not growing younger. I'm always growing older. Then GM was like, Annette, that has really made me happy. Like, those words you're telling me right now. Then, okay, well, how do you want to upgrade, and what is in your head? What are you passionate about? I was like, I really want to do what really Esther does. I'm really passionate in that, and that's guest relations. Then he was like, oh, really? It's okay. You do this. You leave everything for me. You can put it in writing so that I can authorize you. Then you start the training, and I started my training, and I'm soon finishing it. So, because I'm thinking big, and like at the level I'm reaching at and at the level I'm at right now, I see myself being a guest relations manager, not a waitress anymore. Because the experience I have, the things I'm doing, and the trainings I've done, I see I'm really capable. And whenever I'm doing things, I have it in me, like I'm no longer a waitress, I'm now a guest relations, because the passion and now the tactics I really have in me, like I really don't see myself being a waitress anymore. Now I'm seeing forward and I'm dreaming bigger. According to the lessons and then the career guidance I've gotten in Sky's Hotel, which is under Simba Group of Companies, it's because I can't dream only being like a guest relations, because I'll be earning. So in my mind, I really wish like if time goes on and then I'm being promoted, of course when you're promoted, the salary is being earned, and then also have my own savings. I would love like myself to show like, yes, Simba Group of Companies are really put something big in me, by at least investing my money in another thing, but still under hotel, because my passion is in hotel management. I'll start by appreciating the top management of Simba Group Companies, because as me, I've really gained a lot out of it. I've really learned a lot. I've really developed. I'm no longer the Annette in 2022. By that time when I joined it has really built me, and then it has really groomed me on not only on how to serve people, but also to meet people. Like I even forgot about it. Through Esther, I was added to a talk group. It's called Tabisa Leadership, and it's always we always do trainings, and then it's also adding on something new, and all that was through Simba Group of Companies. And also I really thank my managers, my supervisors, and my workmates I work with. And also I'd like to tell anyone outside there, like if you're there and then you want to join Protea Hotel by Marriott Campus, guys, when you're not willing and able to add something new onto yourself, please don't come. Because here, this is the hotel whereby you don't move out the way you came. You move out when you've added unto yourself a new skill, and not only a skill, and on how to carry yourself. So if you're willing to join it and then you're not willing to add something new on yourself, like unto yourself, please don't join. That is it. So, and I really pray that the Lord blesses the owners of the company, because the work they've really done, they've saved so many lives of people, they've really employed so many lives of people. So I really appreciate them and then thank them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Bitature. Thank you so much, Madam Carol. We really appreciate. Thank you so much, the GM, Manager Mondi. I really thank Sharifa. I really thank Imran. I really thank Madam Florence, wherever she is. I thank Bagili Steven, and I really also thank manager Brian, because if he had not allowed me to train at the reception, I wouldn't have trained. But he really like allowed me to train. Manager Ebo is always telling me, Annette, please keep on trying. You're there, you're always there. I really thank him also. I thank Esther for her time she always gives me, and then she always requests me here and there. I really thank her so much, and I thank everyone. Thank you so much.